Hey guys, it's Ash. We have a new current meta tier list for February. It's going to be very interesting thanks to the removal of Buzz Lightyear. He's getting removed from the game on the 5th of February. A lot of you guys are probably celebrating because of this. And he's going to shift the meta because he was so powerful, oppressive, the best brawler in the game for quite some time. With him gone, we're going to see a balanced meta, especially with the newest brawlers, Ollie and Meeple, not very overpowered. We're going to be talking about all of these changes in this month's meta tier list. So let's start. Let's start off with the worst brawlers in the game. The 1-star brawlers. We have Pam, Bonnie, Miko, Mr. P, and Doug. The problem with all of these brawlers is that they are very niche dependent, meaning they're only good in a couple maps. They also have low DPS. A brawler like Doug, he's only good on like Snake Prairie, Nikki Fields. Everywhere else, he's just not a great pick. He doesn't have hypercharge, doesn't have a way to rush up on enemies. So he can be a easy supercharging brawler for the enemy. Same with all of these other brawlers. A brawler like Miko just doesn't have the DPS to compete in this meta. A brawler like Mr. P is just so weak to assassins and tanks in this meta. A brawler like Bonnie in her tank form, slow, low DPS, easy for the enemy to take advantage of. Same with Pam. She has a lot of health, good heal support at times. Overall, she's just a walking, moving supercharger for the enemy. Next, at 2 stars. These brawlers are better, but they are still very niche dependent and are only good on a few maps. We have Shade, Buzz, Rosa, Meg, Leon, Chuck, Ruffs, Willow, Mo, Clancy, Charlie, Edgar, Grum, Shelly, Primo, Fang, Sam, Bo, Jackie, Bull, the new brawler Meeple, and Hank moving up to 2 stars. Now, Hank, disrespect does need to stop. He's not that bad. He is a good 2-star brawler, and that's mainly because he's good on certain maps like Parallel Plays, Dueling Beetles, Canal Grande, maps where he can utilize his wall and use his range, that ability to shoot through the walls. He can be pretty useful at times. And then we have Shade. Now, Shade has fallen a lot, and that's mainly because of his map dependency. A brawler that can walk on water, shoot through walls, go through walls with his super. All sounds exciting, but his low DPS makes him an easy target for enemies that are tanky and have a heal support, or very easy to deal with. And he's also super dependent on maps with walls. He needs walls to be effective. A map like Canal Grande, for example, rather than an open area map like Backyard Bowl or Shooting Star, of course. And then you have Buzz moving down. The problem with Buzz here is there's too much competition with these other tanky brawlers that have moved up in the meta. Buzz used to be great, but nowadays you can't even use him to counter a Frank, for example. We just easily annihilate him with his fast attack. Rose is gonna fall down a bit as well, just super map dependent. She needs those bushy maps to thrive in. A brawler like Ruffs did get a hypercharge, was great, but a lot of people have realized not the greatest hypercharge here. Chuck is still at 2 stars, mainly because he's really good for base stabbing and heist, but overall not the best brawler here. Mo's falling down a lot, down to 2 stars after his massive nerfs. Clancy also got big nerf. He's not as speedy anymore or as powerful anymore in his stage 3 form, so he has fallen a lot, and his role also taken by another brawler, Griff, who has been buffed in his super damage. A much better brawler that gives you quick accessibility in power. We also have to talk about the new brawler Meeple. Now, he has fallen to 2 stars, and that's mainly because of so many weaknesses. He has one of the lowest DPS in the game, very low damage, and his range is not that great, to be honest. He gets outranged by most marksman brawlers. He gets countered by throwers pretty easily, tanks easily, healers easily. So as you can see, he just has so many weaknesses. Spawners as well, any brawler that can eat up his ammo because he has a very slow reload. But yeah, because of all these weaknesses, Meeple is a 2-star brawler. Moving on to the 3-star brawlers. Most of these brawlers are actually quite underrated and are very good on certain maps and modes. We have Janet, Draco, Jesse, Cordelius, Otis, Mandy, Sprout, Spike, 8-Fit, Terra, Dynamite, Mortis, Crow, Nanny, Colt, Carl, Lola, Brock, Gale, B, Ems, Squeak, Chester, BB, Lily, and the newest brawler, Ollie. So a big reason all of these brawlers are 3 stars is because they're either really good in one area, a few maps, or a few modes, and not so great in other areas. For example, the new brawler Ollie, he's actually very good on Brawl Wall and even Hot Zone. He gets supers very quickly. His ability to taunt enemies, mute them, cycle his super. He has a great gadget that also stuns. So he has a lot of capabilities going for him, but at the same time, he has so many weaknesses considering his very low DPS. Doesn't really do much damage. He actually loses to a Poco 1v1. So he does have big flaws, and that's why he's in the middle zone here, 3 stars. Along along with other brawlers who have kind of fallen in this meta as well. For example, Gale, just not as great of a counter to assassin. He is still very good counter to assassins and tanks, but overall, other brawlers just offer more versatility. Same with Chester, who's fallen to the 3 stars. B is such a great mid brawler, great counter to tanks because of her high damage output, her super that slows them down. But overall, you have better options that we're going to be talking about at 4-star and 5-star that offer even more value. We have a brawler like Draco, really underrated brawler, just has so many counters in this meta. Like a brawler like Frank, for example, just easily counters him and overpowers him. But Draco is actually very underrated, very good brawler for a mode like Hot Zone. Janet is super strong with our new hypercharge on the game mode like Gem Grab, get her hypercharge, cycle her super, steal the gems and fly away. But in other game modes like Bounty, Knockout, Heist, all of these game modes, even Brawl Ball, she's not as great there because of her low DPS. So overall, in the fair 3-star range for these brawlers, guys. Moving on to the 4-star brawlers, these are very strong brawlers in the current meta. In esports, you're gonna see these brawlers played all the time or banned often. We have Piper, Barry, Griff, Gray, RT, Amber, Pearl, Colette, Eve, Nita, Daryl, Poco, Belle, Larry and Laurie, Sandy, Melody, Kenji, Buster, Barley, Tick, and Kit. Tick and Kit. Oh my goodness, the tongue twister there. But guys, these brawlers are really powerful. A brawler like Kenji has fallen a bit after his recent nerfs about a month ago. His reload got nerfed a bit, but he's gonna be moving back in the meta, guys. He's gonna be even stronger because of why? The removal of Buzz Lightyear. Buzz Lightyear was just the upgraded form of Kenji, especially in the Saber mode. Buzz Lightyear is just so powerful. But with him gone, Kenji's gonna make his way back into the meta. Big reason why BB is also 3 stars here. He's also another brawler that took a hit after Buzz Lightyear came into the picture. Basically a better form of BB and Kenji in his Saber mode. But with him gone, these brawlers are gonna come back into the meta. A brawler like Barry, guys, is so powerful, especially in competitive meta. He's so good on Hot Zone, especially strong when you couple him with tanks. A brawler like Griff is so good right now in this meta. Just a better form of Clancy because he gets you that instant damage. You don't even have to upgrade to get that impact right away in game. And then also has a wall break gadget, of course. Brawlers like Gray and RT are kind of tough in the meta. They're great in competitive, not so great for the average player. And so they're gonna move down a bit to 4 stars. Piper's always great in open area maps, of course. Poco is so strong, guys. He's so underrated. Poco was used and banned a lot in the recent esports tournaments. So yeah, Poco is making his way to the meta. 4-star brawler. Maybe one day he can be a 5-star. Who knows? Now we got to talk about the best of the best brawlers in this meta. We have Juju, Gus, Frank, Stu, Surge, Max, Maisie, Lou, Penny, Ash, Byron, Rico, Jean, and Angelo. So all these brawlers are so strong, meaning they're good in almost any game mode. They're great draft picks in ranked mode and legendary. They're always played or banned. Pro players are abusing these brawlers, of course. So a big reason why they're so good is because of their versatility and their strength. Brawler like Juju offers pretty much everything. Super versatile brawler, a thrower that also has a spawner that's really strong and has high health. Juju just offers so much, and that's why she's gonna be the best brawler in the game after Buzz Lightyear is gone. And then of course we have Gus, arguably the best supporter in the game with great damage output, especially combined with his cookie popper gadget. Very dangerous brawler. We have Frank, of course, the best tank in the game still. High damage output when he's low on health. And then of course one of the most dangerous hypercharges in the game. Additional speed, a huge area connection. We got Stu. Stu has so much versatility. He's one of the best draft picks in ranked mode. We have Surge, one of the best anti-tank, anti-assassin brawler that also offers amazing versatility. Once you get him upgraded to his final stage, you have everything. Speed, mobility, damage. And then Max, of course. Max offers so much, especially with our hypercharge. It also charges other brawlers. Hypercharges is pretty crazy. We got Maisie. Maisie moving up finally to 5 stars. And that's mainly because of her massive buffs. Recently, she does a high damage output attack and has amazing range, amazing mobility with her dash gadget, and a crazy super and hypercharge. He is back in the meta, 5 stars. We also have Lou back at 5 stars after a couple of years. He's very powerful now thanks to his reload speed buff. One of the best anti-tank and anti-assassin brawlers in the game. Penny, super strong with their newest hypercharge, still at 5 stars. And of course, Ash. Ash is gonna remain at 5 stars thanks to his hypercharge. He's one of the best last pick brawlers in the game, guys. Being an amazing fast mobility brawler. Once he has his hypercharge, even more mobility and damage output makes him a very dangerous brawler to deal with. We got Byron, one of the best heal supporters in the game. You got great range, great damage, great heal support, of course. He just has so much versatility going for him. Rico is so oppressive in so many different maps, guys, in this meta, especially in ranked mode. Just so many maps that he can be dominant in, and so he's going to remain at 5 stars as well. Gene, one of the best supporters in the game as well. Very safe pick. A lot of pros love Gene, of course, because of his support capabilities, that magic pull ability, magic puff, star power support. And then Angelo is so good for his mobility, fast brawler, sharpshooter. He has escape gadgets. He has ability to walk on water. He has poison sting. He's so good in so many various aspects of the game. So there you guys have it, the complete breakdown of the current meta for February. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this current meta and whether you're excited for the removal of Buzz Lightyear. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys until next time. Take care.